Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Kentucky Wildcats return team will have that offense backed up. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good, he is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, but now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum.
Off he goes! Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So now on comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Bruins offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
He's going to pass on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
It's complete to the right. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking for a gap. It's Fuller. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. On the move. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Finds his man and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. got his man downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wide out in motion. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Looking to throw on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. They'll run the screen. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Kentucky will be forced to punt, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On second down, looking again to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Fuller. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Moving out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Sweet cut there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. On the run, it's Fuller. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, UCLA!
UCLA.
This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable. He's just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we want.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Gets it out quickly. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down, have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull away a little bit too.
Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, the inside give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation.
All kinds of running room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. UCLA will go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now sliding to his left. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, UCLA! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6.
28, Kentucky, 3.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really... He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Snap in the shotgun. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Timeout, UCLA.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I love the coverage in the back end by the secondary. That DB was glued to the wide receiver, just staying right behind him. He was able to locate the ball and get his paw out there to knock it down.
Fires toward the end zone. What a snag by the defense. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're on 35-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UCLA 35, Kentucky 10.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
The expressway is wide open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They're going to throw it again. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Kentucky! That touchdown grabs the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for it. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive play.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keep it on the ground. Showing off the arms. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. A little release to the back. They get him down after he makes the catch. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fuller.
Gonna have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch by him. He toe tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1 yard gain.
Catch in the middle. It's Fuller. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, UCLA! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UCLA 42, Kentucky 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42, Kentucky.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same page.
Plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll go right back to the run. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground with the back. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They'll try the run. At the 40, there he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Unleashes one. Touchdown, Bruins! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Be serious. What do you do against this guy? He is everything you want in a quarterback.
And you can prepare for him all week, and you can put a wide receiver at quarterback to be scout team, but you just can't replicate a guy that can buy time, scramble around, break tackles, and then all of a sudden chuck the ball down the field and make you pay.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The Wildcats are flying down the field. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Running with power. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Motion from the offense. To the air, it's Westbrook. They're trying to get to it. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give on the inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They used the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
You've got a QB with this kind of arm talent, receivers with this kind of speed. They are going to be difficult to stop. They have been up and down the field. They've almost got 450 passing yards.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. This is what you're...